Well, that took a fucking lot longer than I expected, I must admit. Hello. Hello indeed. I don't think I'm going to get done for the Grand Prix, so I'll have to... I've got my screen on my desk now. I can watch the Grand Prix while we're doing this. It's not the end of the world. Right, so I feel like we were more or less done with this match. It was quite far into the match. Should we just do a quick sim on this one, I think? Would that make the most sense for now? Rather than... Or do you want to watch the whole thing again? I mean, we're quite far into it, so I think a quick sim would probably do the trick, to be honest. And then, yeah, that's really... It's a shame, that, because we were doing pretty well there. We had like 9 people at one point. That's the best we've had for quite some time, to be honest, but... One day, but not today, yeah. Just quick sim this. I think we were more or less through this match anyway, to be honest. We're just going to go with a random winner, or do you guys think we should go with an actual winner? Does it really matter? Shall I just go random? We'll just go random at this point. We're still pretty early on, aren't we? Yeah, I'm taking advantage of that though, mate. So Bahama Mama got the win over Dada Dazzler, which is, although I said, oh, I'm not even logged into I'm not logged into YouTube yet, apparently. How am I streaming when I haven't logged in? Am I logged in? I am logged in now. Okay, it's logged me back in. Where's me tabs? Where's me tabs? There's me tabs. Okay. So Bahama Mama. Where art thou? There you are. Okay. That's your first win. It wasn't even on camera. And then Diana Dazzler took the loss. She took the L. Okay. Right, straight on then. Yeah, but this time we've gained a Joey this time. Are you right, Joseph Galagos? Yeah, I think my computer is part of it. I know that's an issue, but yeah, this game... Like, I can play other games for hours upon hours with no issues whatsoever, but for some reason this one... Yeah, it just has a major effect on it for some reason. Right, so Jax versus Ghost. Both these guys have only ever wrestled twice in our universe mode. Jax currently with 1 win and 1 loss. That loss coming at the hands of Harold Winterguard. And Ghost currently sitting at 2 losses from 2. So, a chance here for Ghost to turn things around. I like Jax, you know. He's just got that Mike awesomeness about him. Which is what I really like. I like a good bit of Mike Awesome. Oh, God. I've had a week off and I'm more tired than I normally am. So yeah, I quite like him. Got an air of, like I said, Mike Awesome about him. It wasn't what I was intending. I was trying to make like a Goldberg sort of character, like a Goldberg / Brock Lesnar, just sort of powerhouse, and we ended up creating this guy who, yeah, Mike Awesome / a bit of, I don't know why, I'm thinking a bit of Crush as well. Old-fashioned Crush. Like a new age version of him. And then we have got the big man, Mr. Ghost. Yeah, I wonder... I don't know what we think of the future for Jax. Whether we do think he's going to go all the way and potentially be part of our main event. That's about what I said I was going to do, wasn't I? Is put people into divisions. I don't know whether that's going to be a good thing or not. So I can do that in the game. I can put people into like the World Championship division, the IC Championship division, the Hardcore division. And I think that way the game books them to more of battling against their own division, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making that up or not, to be honest, but I'm assuming that's how it works. So if I put a group of people in the World Heavyweight Championship division and a group of people in the Intercontinental Championship division, it will put them up against their own division rather than just randomly assigning matches. That's my guess, anyway. Obviously, we can still book whoever we want to put against whoever, but... Alright, then here we go. Jax versus Ghost. Where am I looking? There we are. Sky Sports F1. There we are. Okay. Oh, what's happened here? I turned my head away for 2 seconds. All of a sudden, Jax has just squashed him. Okay. Do squash matches still exist on this game? I know it used to be a thing, didn't it? 2 or 3 years ago, where the game would every now and again just assign this as a squash match, and it would be literally just a run-in, signature, finisher, and be done. Is that still a thing? I mean, Jax is making it look like a thing at the moment, absolutely dominating Ghost, dropping the elbow. Also, don't forget, we're still looking for... We need 5 more matches for the pay-per-view. We've got World Champion, IC Champion. We've got 2 feud matches, Tag Team Championships. We could have a Women's Championship match, but we haven't built to it. So maybe we save that and do something that way. Or we could even do a Women's Number 1 Contendership to determine who's going to feud with... who's going to feud with Patio Door over the next month or so. But if there is anyone you would like to see at the pay-per-view, do let me know and we can book them in. Or any sort of special matches. Yeah, I mean, even if we could, like, decide ourselves, if we could say, I want this to be a squash match, I would like the power to be able to determine who I want to win a match. Just to make it easier for... I mean, can you do that in GM mode? Can you decide who wins in GM mode? But I mean, that's what then annoys me. Like when we had the past couple of weeks, where we've had matches where people were supposed to be building momentum for the pay-per-view and they've lost them, and all of a sudden it just sort of ruins things a little bit for us, doesn't it?
Oh god, knackered all of a sudden.
I think I'll have myself a beer. Whoa. Oh god. Just peeled the entire label off. So Big Ol' Jax is dominating it. Of course, remember, I also want your comments on who is going to get upgrades and downgrades this month. Oh, nice little vision right between the referee's butt cheeks. I'm not quite sure what just happened because all we can see was the referee's anus, but there you go. So we can look at as well, I mean, look at the actual ranking system itself, looking at who is top and bottom based on... So, for example, the Golden Sheik is currently now 3rd from bottom in the rankings. So, technically, should he get a downgrade or has he just had a bad month? And then you've got people like Kareem Khan, who is 11th in the rankings. But he's lower rated than anyone else around him. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we do plan on doing, I suppose. We can just pick people we like, I suppose, like Harold Winterguard, Jax... People that we think should be main eventers and give them a little bit of a boost. Or maybe it should be based on the winning feuds. I mean, Christian New York is currently fighting White Tiger in a feud. Do we give the winner of that feud an upgrade? And the loser a downgrade? Or do we just give the winner an upgrade and... I don't know. There's a lot of options we could go for here, to be honest. Starboy's currently down in 15th now. He's the number 1 contender for the championship and he's down in 15th because of poor decisions on my part. I'd like maybe to bring the Hardcore Championship in because I do think it's an easy little thing to do. Just do a backstage brawl and we could have like a 24/7 style Hardcore Championship thing going on. We could just determine one night so-and-so's going to fight for the Hardcore Championship. The way my entire Twitter is currently full of Donald Trump serving fries at McDonald's now. Problem is you can't tell what's real anymore. What's just bloody AI, can you really? Nice headbutt there by Ghost. I could do... That's a good idea. Yeah, we could do something like that. In fairness, to say, if Mohammed has... well, not Mohammed, sorry. If the Golden Sheik has had a bad month, he's lost, I think, every match so far this month. He's at 1 win out of 7... No, that's the wrong person I'm looking at, sorry. He has had 1 win. No, he hasn't. He hasn't won a match, ever. He's got 1 bonus point for an elimination and 4 losses in singles matches. So he's never actually won a match. Never won a singles match. So maybe again, maybe we could pick some people. So for example, I mean, we've got Golden Sheik has never won a singles match. Dragon Dorado, Quicksilver, Captain Mustafa, Chaos Blade, Big Mac. At the moment, Ghost. Dragon Verde, Brett Anderson, Dean Blanchard, Hunapu, X-Palanque, Blue Thunder. These are people that have never won a singles match. They may have won tag team matches, but they've never won a singles match. Maybe we should make a point of putting some of these people against each other. As Ghost in with a pin. But yeah, Wrestle War's a good idea. Even if we did... Oh, Ghost has just got his first victory in singles division. And it's at the... It's at the cost of Mr. Jax, which is annoying. But Ghost gets his first ever win. Oh. Yeah. I like the Wrestle War idea. We could do stuff like War Games and stuff like that for more points. Do we have many stables going on? We've got Underworld as a stable. We've got the Caliphate as a stable. We've got Constellation as a stable. The Lucha Boys can stable it up for a bit, can't they, as well, I suppose? This could be the first bit of gold coming towards the Underworld stable as well. Yeah? Okay, let's do that. Let's get rid of Strange Bedfellows and replace it with Wrestle War. Because Strange Bedfellows is weird, isn't it? We've agreed that. Unless you want to keep Strange Bedfellows and get rid of something else, but... Wrestle War. Stables. Battle for ranking points. Okay. Here we go then. Time for the YouTube Championship match. The match, time for the YouTube Championship match. The championship that gets defended every single episode of Mayhem. Well, Throwdown this month. We could actually, that's one thing we could do at the pay-per-view, is do a 10-woman elimination match to become the first women's YouTube champion. Women's YouTube Championship Gauntlet. So similar to what we did with the men's one. There we go. This entrance is not for these two. This is the entrance of Blade and Chaos, but for some reason it's decided that because these guys are in the same stable, they should have the same... Toxic Shock is just a pay-per-view because I found some stuff in the game that made a decent-looking arena. That's literally the only reason why I called it Toxic Shock. It's just a standard pay-per-view, but it's just got like a radioactive theme to it. I tried to use... I tried to go through what the game had, like, video-wise and stuff like that. to use basically what it's put in there to create our pay-per-views. So I didn't want to just copy all the WWE ones, but... So yeah, it's just because there's stuff in there that I can use to make it look decent rather than having to just make it up. I think I've got that as the next pay-per-view, haven't we? So yeah, there's no real theme to it necessarily, to be honest. If you look at that screen now, by the way, the ones that are in red are the ones that I haven't created an arena for yet. That's why. So all the ones that are in white I've created arenas for. So let's do the line here. Let's do month. Main. PPV. Minor. PPV / tournament. There you go. So that means I haven't got a arena for that yet. I don't know, to be honest, Carpet. We could do. I mean, we have 3 stables already. I mean, Underworld is a 5-person stable. We have Constellation as a 5-person stable. We have... They're both heels, though. We have the Caliphate, which is a 3-man stable. We do have the Luchas. However, I don't know... I'm not sure whether White Tiger sticks around with the other two, because I don't think White Tiger necessarily suits. We've got Dragon Verde and Dragon Dorado. They're both dragons. I'm not sure if White Tiger really suits them, so it might be better for White Tiger to move on more as a single star, to be honest. So yeah, it's true. We could just do... Well, if we use randomized factions, we go back to just doing Strange Bedfellows, I suppose. Could do. Yeah, we could definitely do that. It could be the idea that we've got the real factions, and we could have single stars working together, a bit like in AEW with a conglomeration, just a group of people coming together to try and achieve something together, I suppose. A bit like Survivor Series sort of thing, where the team comes together for the sake of it. Yeah, we could do that. I'm not sure, to be honest, Jay. It's just, it has been on a lot this week because I've been off, obviously, but it didn't, like, switch off like it... When it overheats, it normally just switches off, doesn't it? Like a failsafe sort of thing. But this sort of restarted itself. So it's a bit weird, to be honest. Yeah, I think White Tiger... I think if White Tiger is going to be our main event lucha, I think it would be better suited for him. He can have friends in the lucha world, but maybe not necessarily being part of the group would probably benefit him, maybe. Four or 5 factions. So we've got 3 factions, technically. We've got 2 5-man factions and a 3-man faction. I reckon we could get another 3-man faction out of the fast food. We've got Big Mac. If we did Whopper and Chicken Nugget, or Whopper and the Colonel. Oh my god, we could have the Colonel as their manager. There's a few things we could do. There's people we could bring together, I'm sure. Now, a lot of people... We have the Herd, which is currently the Pink Ram and Billy Bighorn. We could always add to that, I suppose. We could always add to the Election Connection as well. Faction Wars, essentially, yeah. I mean, it is a pay-per-view, essentially. Big Mac, large fries, and milkshake. Yeah, El Gimpo could lead a faction. We could have some other, like... What would El Gimpo lead the faction of? That's the question. And do I want to say it out loud? As El Carnero here. Remember, he is undefeated so far in this universe mode. 4 wins from 4 matches. A couple of eliminations in the match where he won the championship. And his reign of terror continues on. El Carnero. My word, this man is scoring wins for fun here. That now puts him top of the ranking system on his own. And Cerberus gets himself a loss. Wow. El Carnero is just too bloody good. Diddy and Vince. Oh my god, El Gimpo with Diddy and Vince. Oh, that's dodgy, that is. The cholesterol goofballs. Oh, I just love the idea of him like hitting him with suplex and taking everyone to obesity. Obesity. Okay, no more contendership for the IC title then. I mean, all of the cards are stacked in Drew Strawman's deck here. I suppose we could do it as a trios. Yeah, trios might make it a bit more sense because we could do trios. We could do some Lucha trios pretty easily. Yeah, when it comes to... Well, what we've got at the moment. So we've got... Yeah, so Constellation could have a trio easily enough. Underworld's got a trio. The Caliphate is a trio. So we could definitely do that. But then, yeah, we could just have like a... We could just randomly assign some people together. Like I say, we could just bring some people together with a common goal of getting some ranking points or getting an upgrade in the system. That's cool. The Offender Society. Here they come, the Constellation, desperate to get some gold within their grasp, and they are going for 2 championships potentially. Drew Strawman looking for the IC title. Starman already in the match to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Constellation could come out with a lot of gold after this pay-per-view. The basement. Yeah, oh, the Illuminati. You're going nowhere. Here he comes, Stone Age Rage, fresh off of his first ever victory. It was by count out. He still hasn't pinned anybody. Alright, then here we go. Maybe Stone Age Rage can get some tag team partners. We get the Mammoth. We'll get a big, hairy guy called the Mammoth. He can be with him. The Dark Side of the Ring. Dark Side of the Ring's quite good, yeah. I like that. I mean, everything is stacked in Drew Strawman's way here. He's got the managers at ringside. He's higher rated. Everything stacks in his favour. But Stone Age Rage City, he can do it. Yeah, what's the Mammoth called in In Madagascar, not Madagascar, Ice Age. We have Stone Age Rage with the mammoth and the saber-tooth or something like that. And there's maybe the Pink Ram wants another partner as well. The Pink Ram does have Billy Bighorn. Stone Age Rage quit. He's going for a counter win to get it back now. If Stone Age Rage wins and gets himself into a pay-per-view match, win, loss or draw, I think he would deserve some sort of increase anyway. God, the game would actually do that as well, wouldn't it? I mean, that's the thing, we can always just create these sort of things. I mean, we've seen in the past, we've done, like with the Underworld and with the Constellation here, we have created people based off of what was in our mind. And we can do that with other things as well if we want to create more stables. And we're live. Has PJ Tovey just logged in the wrong account? Stone Age Rage and Sid. Yeah. Yeah, it's How's it Sid? What's the mammoth called? Just Jerry Barton and Vinnie Jones, yeah. The hooligans. I mean, we could do it. We could have like a team of like British football hooligans. What was the film? Was it? It wasn't Green Street, was it? What was the football hooligan film called? A chicken-themed wrestler who's just like really cowardly. I just love the idea of having the Colonel just representing the. I mean, Big Mac makes sense because Big Mac is Scottish, hence the Mac. What would the Whopper look like? The Whopper's got to be another big birdie boy in it. It's got to have the fire attire again because he's flame grilled. Billy the Goat. Oh, look at this. Cheating on the outside now. Referee saw it and the referee is eliminating him from ringside. Dean is out of here. Oh, is the mammoth called Sid? I thought the, isn't Sid the Sloth? Yeah, Sid's the Sloth, isn't he? There's a chicken and a goat mask in the... Oh, is there? Okay. Oh, don't do another count-out victory here, please. Come on. Back in the ring, the pair of you. Go on, Drew. Don't do it again. Okay. There's a goat and a chicken mask in the creation. We can definitely do that, then. Pink Ram can have his own stable. Is it Manny, is it? Ah, Manny, yeah. So, yeah, we could have, like, a real big... Like, the biggest, heaviest, hairiest man you could have. As Manny, and then like a skinny little geezer as Sid. Here he comes then, Drew. Yeah, Harold Winterguard should definitely get a Viking stable. I'm fully up for that. He's had a really good start so far, 2 wins from 2, so I think giving him a tag team, and maybe a female as well, would definitely be a good idea. Maybe 2 females. We're going to have a women's tag team out of it as well. Oh, there we go. He's got it. Might not be the popular option, but Drew Strawman proves that he is still the man. And that is why he's so high up in the rankings, I suppose. Although that is only every second singles victory. And the crowd went wild. And finally, into the main event of this show. Bit of tag team action. Yeah, Howard Winterguard should definitely get some Vikings. We can definitely do that. And then, yeah, maybe... I mean, I say Viking females. There wasn't really many Viking females because they were too busy raping and pillaging them all, weren't they, really? But Viking women. I've typed in Viking women on Google, and all I've got is, like, slutty Halloween outfits. Maybe women and Vikings are probably not the best ones to mix, to be honest. I liked what I had before as well, I must admit, because there's a lot of, like, there's Roman, like, armor attire, and having, like, a Roman stable, having, like, the Roman Legion, or having Caesar and Magnus and Julius and... Joseph Bloodaxe and Hanson Mountain Breaker. That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Out of health and safety concerns, there should be no women. Yeah, it's not really... Yeah. Yeah. Not necessarily health and safety, more just HR, to be honest with you. HR have decided it might not be the best idea to mix them together. So tag team action here. So this one comes from last week where Big Mac did team up with Khan Baba to take... Well, no, Big Mac faced Khan Baba last week. The match was interrupted by General Shere Khan, which has now come to Big Mac teaming with Khan Baba to take on the Caliphate stable. Jinder Mahal from Wish. Jinder Mahal wishes he was that cool looking. I still can't believe... I was saying this earlier, wasn't I, about the Maple Leaf Pro last night. It started off looking so good when they started announcing who was going to be in it. And then they made Jinder Mahal versus Bully Ray as one of the main matches of the show. And I was like, oh, bloody hell. I ain't paying tickets for that. And here comes the Caliphate. Colonel Mustafa on the right and Kareem Khan on the left. And let's see him get into action. So, of course, this is a big one for them because this will count towards their tag team ranking spots. It won't for Khan Baba and Big Mac because they aren't a tag team. But this will count towards the Caliphate, who are currently bottom with -2 in the tag division. 2 matches faced and 2 losses so far. HR demands you keep the Vikings away from women. It's probably for the best there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this today. It's like, for some reason, instead of working normally, it's put the game in like windowed mode. Did I do that? I don't remember. And yeah, I have to keep moving. Every time I do anything on my other screen, I have to click back into the window for it to start working again. A lawyer, HR rep, a CEO, a stockholder, and a whistleblower. Yeah. This is well behind my stream, I tell you. There we go. Right. So we've got this one left, then we have the pay-per-view. Say I still have 4 matches for the pay-per-view to fill. So if you do have any ideas, let me know. We've currently got the World Championship match, Bam Bam versus El Gimpo versus Starboy. We've got the IC Championship match, which is Ben Hamrock versus Drew Strawman. Christian New York versus White Tiger. Potentially we could do that as a casket match if you're interested, or we can leave it as a standard. Got Thunder and Lightning versus the Election Connection to crown the first tag team champions. General Shere Khan faces Khan Baba 1-on-1 in a feud match. And then the Women's YouTube Championship Gauntlet match. So we've got 4 matches left to fill. So if you have any ideas for the HR stable, yeah. Their finisher maneuver is called the 1 month's notice. Might not be effective now, but you give it a month. Linda from HR is such a great name for a character. It's Linda from HR. Oh no. Linda from HR. I love that. The full HR stable. A full HR stable, though, it just reminds me of what were they called? What was it called with Stephen Richards and Ivory and stuff like that did their they used to have the really annoying entrance with just sirens and they all wore like white shirts and black ties. Right to Censor. Yeah, HR just reminds me of Right to Censor, to be honest with you. All just wrestling in pantsuits. It's not a bad shout. Fake Hogan could face one of these guys, yeah. I want it for like a fake... Well, Bahama Mama and Hulk Hogan can definitely be a intergender tag team together. The Mega Powers. Yeah, Mustafa's group could definitely... That just makes sense, doesn't it, really? Hogan versus Mustafa. Iron Sheik versus Hulk Hogan. So Big Mac has had an interest, and he's had a sort of a little delve in this month. This is his first month as well. This is his 3rd match now. He's lost both of them so far he's been involved in. So Big Mac's not had a great time either. Yeah, Right to Censor, that was it. I think Linda from HR is a great name for a wrestler, though. Just a heel that's all about stopping fun. Big elbow there by the diving Khan Baba. There's the pin. Kareem Khan can't get in the ring quick enough. Oh, look at that brainbuster, wow. Now Big Mac's in. Linda and Karen from HR. Managed by Dave from Finance. it's so simple, but it's just so good. Ah, Dave from Finance. Yeah, I reckon we can make those, you know. There's got to be a very, like, Karen haircut on this game that we could use. That's going to be a win, isn't it? No, it's not. Ooh, it's close. Kareem Khan with a powerbomb. Oh my god, yeah, we've got to do Linda and Karen from HR. Dave from Finance.
Let's have me beer.
Carpet, what's your opinion on having... So, obviously, White Tiger's involved in a match at the pay-per-view. But what about having... We'll have a little mess around with some other... We got Quicksilver, Dragon Dorado, Hunapoo, maybe. We could do like a little Cruiserweight Classic match. Was that like a... Is that like a submission and a pinfall there at the same time? There was. There was a submission and a pinfall at the same time. You've got Linda and Karen. Well, you have White Tiger, didn't you? Yeah, we'll do some sort of like crazy cruiserweight thing at the pay-per-view as well. The Codfather. Double cannon. Yeah. Well, as I was saying earlier, we've got 13. Oh, this is not good, is it? Apparently, I've got... Oh, I forgot to record the second part of the show. Okay. That's fine, I've got the stream. Let me just delete some stuff out of my... I don't know how much that is. I'll be fine. We'll be fine. What was I saying? Okay, I'm going to start recording now just to remind myself. I knew I was going to forget, didn't I? Yeah, I was saying there, we've got 13 cruiserweights. We need 3 more. And we've got 16. We can do a pretty decent tournament, like a Cruiserweight Classic tournament. We have got the Cruiserweight Classic already set for... what month is it? November, I think it was? October. So that's next month. We've got Wrestle War and Toxic Shock. September is Queen of the Deathmatch and Lockdown. And October is the King of the Cruiserweights and Halloween Havoc. That's why they're so good, Omega. That's why they're so uninteresting. So it makes them such a really good heel stable. I just imagine when Dave and Finance is having a match and Linda's just screaming at the referee. While Karen's just asking to speak to the owner of the company. I think about that singing the national anthem. You can't fucking hear them. They're too high up. Yes, we'll have a cruiserweight match at the pay-per-view. I don't really want to mix too many... I don't want to mix up people that are in the same stables together, if that makes sense. So if we did... So Craven is a cruiserweight. He's not a high flyer, but he is a cruiserweight. So if we did... Where am I? There I am. Okay. I like Quicksilver a lot. Quicksilver, Hunapoo, Dragon Verde. And then who else is like a high flyer then? Because Craven is a cruiserweight, but he's not a high flyer. Should we just put Stone Age Rage in there? He's a high flyer, apparently. Papa Mango might be better, though, to be honest. Or El Carnero, maybe. I mean, El Carnero's been pretty dominant. Maybe we put El Carnero in there, and if somebody can pin El Carnero, they'll be the one to get the shot at the... yeah, I like that. We'll put El Carnero in there. He's a cruiserweight. And if somebody can defeat him, then they'll be the ones to get the opportunity at the YouTube Championship on the next episode. Bill from accounting. John from tech support. John from tech support, he runs the entire company. They like to think it's everyone else, but Bill from, yeah. Right to HR. Right to HR, I like that, yeah. I like it. It's just a bunch of really boring people wearing, like, crappy suits. I like it. I think it's a really good idea. You right, Landon? Larry from I've got to write these down, haven't I? Linda and Karen from HR. Got Dave from accounting. I don't know if we can fit that into the game, to be honest. Got Larry from IT. I said, Dave, do we want... Oh yeah, Dave and Bill from accounting. Do we want to actually... Do we have a leader? We've got 13 viewers and we're talking about Dave from accounting. Yeah, it's pretty mad. There's a tap out, but it is on the outside, which is a bit weird. Obviously, the game will not finish that match. Oh, we're down to 11 now. You cursed it, Carpet. Dave from accounting. We want like a middle manager, or... What's a crap manager's name? Feet up on the ropes. The referee allows them to do it. It always annoys me that, you know. And they've got it. It always annoys me, the fact that the animation waits for the feet up on the ropes before it does anything. It's like the referee knows your feet is up there. That's why he's waiting. There you go. A big tag team win, though. For the team of Captain Mustafa and Kareem Khan. And it's losses then. Big Mac now, 3 losses from 3 for Big Mac. I think he's much more designed to the hardcore division. And then Khan Baba also... Where are you, Mr. Baba? You're not doing great either, are you? There you are. Another loss for you isn't good, mate. Another loss for you. Big Mac, I just messed you up. You're supposed to be there and there. Okay. Right, then, there we go. Rankings are up to date. Let's get straight into the pay-per-view. Oh, don't know why I'm grabbing my PlayStation controller for. We're not on the PlayStation, we're on the PC. Make tag matches. Yeah, I mean... Just a bunch of really boring people wearing cheap off-brand suits being generally... Yeah, that's essentially the whole thing, yeah, Omega. That's what I'm thinking. I wonder whether we just make all matches full scale anywhere matches, to be honest with you. Because we're getting so annoyed with countouts and stuff like that. Maybe that could be our company's gimmick, is that everything is going to be... Everything is... It's a bit like ECW. We just bend the rules. Everything's just a full scale anywhere, maybe. Yeah, there was a Quicksilver in PWG very, very early on. The name just came to me one day, and I just made a wrestler based on Quicksilver, but... Here we go then, the Great American Bash. Oh, that's handy. That's what he set it up for us. So the game wants to start off with the IC Championship match. It also... How does it know that as well? It knows we've been doing a tournament. Okay. Okay, that's a weird one. I don't know where it's come up with that match from. Khan Baba versus Shere Khan is perfect. Chris in New York versus... Okay, it's done extreme rules for these matches then. It has made a women's championship match. It's up to us whether we want to keep that or not. And it's made that a submission match. That's a bit weird. Yeah, you cursed it, mate, Carpet. Since you mentioned it, we've lost half the views. Shocking. Right, triple threat match. I mean, we'll put extreme rules, but they are... I mean, triple threat matches are by the nature Extreme Rules anyway, aren't they? El Gimpo. El Gimpo for the championship. Yeah. So we've got that one. Are we happy with Christian New York versus White Tiger being a Extreme Rules? Do we want this? I mean, this match probably should take place. Ashley Creed is the highest rated female in our ranking system, and Patty O'Dore is the women's champion. So this match does make sense. Yeah, that'd be true, yeah. As soon as we make it full scale anyway, no one will ever leave the ring anymore. So as much as we didn't build this match ourselves, it does make sense in the grand scheme of the pay-per-view. So it's up to you if we keep that or not. So yeah, Christian New York versus White Tiger is currently Extreme Rules. We can keep it that way if you like. This is just a standard match. And he has actually got his managers at ringside, which is nice. We might as well stick with this as the championship match because it's put it in there as part of the rivalry. We've got the manager in there as well. Perfect. We will also keep this match in its position because it's perfect. We just need to put the titles on the line. Which one's our tag team champion? Is it this one? I think it is. That's our tag team championships, I believe. Okay. Jeff from Corporate. Jeff from Corporate's not going to like this at all. Dive. Let's go in the middle here with the cruiserweight match because we've got some other bits and bobs around it. Now, what do I have custom-wise? I must have a 4-way elimination match, haven't I? Yeah, 4-way elimination hardcore. Yeah, that's got to be the one. 4-way elimination hardcore. Yeah, that's fine then. So El Carnero, Hunapu, Quicksilver, and Dragon Verde. We want to create some more luchas. Basically, there's some more masks available we haven't used yet, so it'd be nice to use all the different types of masks in the game. Luke from Corporate. I never make it to Corporate, mate. So that means we have... Okay, so if we have here... Actually, no, let's have a here. There's no entertainment... Yeah. We're going to have a... Gauntlet Eliminator. Is that the right one? 2 begin, overtime, 1 enters. Yes. Okay, we'll have a 10-person Gauntlet Eliminator. Okay. And then I need to do match options, participants. Okay. Are we okay? No, we need to remove you for... Who do you want in this? Okay, ignore these two. They're not supposed to be here. Let's have... Crimson Sun should be involved. Because she's cool. Let's remove Patty O'Dore, the women's champion. We're going to have one of these. So let's go with I Feel Your Pain. The Great American Ass. Call them SW because isn't it? Yeah. Just really basic finishes. Yeah, I like that. You've been pretty crap, Nori Namajo, so maybe you don't go in. Let's go with La Mariposa. Let's remove you because we don't want 2 people from the same stable. Mystique. I think that works then. Yeah. So one of those 10 women will become our first ever women's YouTube champion. Beautiful. Right, that leaves us with 1, 2, 3 matches to change. Should we do a match that means something? That makes sense? Let's do a... I don't know, let's do another... We've already got 1 triple threat there. We don't want to do too many, do we? But at the same time... Just trying to think of... Let's have a look at the ranking system. What have we got? What do we have in the ranking system? So... Trying to find 2 people that are very similar. So we've got... So you're resting, you're resting, you're resting, you're resting. So the top 5 are all on the card. Craven's not on the card. Howard Winterguard's not. Yamazaki Show is not. Blue Thunder is. Papa Mango's not. I'm thinking maybe just taking like 3 people we'd like and then guaranteeing one of them a boost in stats, maybe? We'll just do 2, maybe we could do. I mean, Howard Winterguard's had a pretty damn good month. A pretty good debut month. He's come in 2 wins from 2. Maybe he deserves to prove himself against somebody else who is not currently on the card. Who's a good wrestler who's not on the card at the moment? Who is not wrestling? I mean, we could go with the Golden Sheik, but then again, it's just another loss for the Golden Sheik, isn't it? He's already faced Jack, so that won't be much sense of that. Who could he face that would be interesting? Yeah, Yamazaki's Show as a mid-card. I mean, he looks pretty cool. Maybe we do this match. Have we done this match already? I think we did, actually, didn't we? Howard Winterguard won, I think, didn't he? So we have already done that match, actually. We could do a triple threat, though. I like this as a triple threat, actually. I might be going too much over the top, so hold me back if I am, but... What if we did Howard Winterguard versus... I know they've already wrestled once this month, but Jax versus Yamazaki Show in a triple threat match. And obviously we can give ranking points off based off of that, I think. So that leaves us just with the 1 match here then to do something with, I think. So IC title, Tag Team Championships, Women's YouTube Championship, Feud match, Cruiserweight match, Triple Threat for some points, Feud match, Title match, World Championship. So yeah, we just need to replace this one with 2 people that haven't wrestled, or... I mean, we could just do a... Should I do another? I know I'm putting too many people on the card. I keep doing this. I promise. I know, but let's do the opposite side of the spectrum. Let's take 4 crappy people. And I do feel like, although Stone Age Rage did lose that match, he should be on the pay-per-view. Where are you, Mr. Stone Age Rage? There is Stone Age Rage. Maybe let's throw Big Mac in there. He's had a pretty rough month as well. Who else is low down in the rankings? Could do a bit of help. Should we put one of the Underworld guys in there? I tell you what, Craven should be in there. Craven's pretty high up in the rankings. He deserves an actual match on the pay-per-view, I'd imagine. This is definitely going to be a bit out there, this match, I promise. It's really going to be out there. And then... Should we go with the Golden Sheik? It's a chance to get some points back. Yeah, should we go with that then? And yeah, we can do some decisions based off these matches on what we're going to do in regard to upgrades and downgrades this month, then, I suppose. Although Mohammed will be furious if we downgrade Golden Sheik, but I mean, he deserves a downgrade. He's lost 3 matches out of 3 this month. He's been pretty poor. So one last check before we go. Yeah. Looks pretty solid. Save that. Alright then. Oh, I've recorded the entire making that card. I forgot to record the actual show last time round. Right. Let's get ready to go. So then, the card for our Great American Bash pay-per-view, we kick things off with the Intercontinental Championship match as Ben Hamrock makes his first title defense against Drew Strowman. Next up, we have got Tag Team Championship match to crown our first tag champs. We have got the Election Connection, Drew Washington and Amish Lincoln going up against Blue Thunder and Purple Lightning. A fatal four-way elimination match, just to see how good people are. These are... I mean, Craven's done pretty well, but Stone Age Rage, Big Mac, and Golden Sheik are all pretty low in the rankings. And we will make some decisions based on the results on this and where we see people in the future. We have got a 10-woman eliminator gauntlet match to crown the first women's YouTube champion. Khan Baba looking to get some retribution against General Shere Khan. Fatal 4-way elimination cruiserweight classic, El Carnero, Hunapu, Quicksilver, and Dragon Verde. Howard Winterguard, Jackson Yamazaki showing a triple threat again. Maybe some ranking points on the line. Christian New York versus White Tiger. Extreme Rules. Ashley Creed is the first challenger to Patio Doors Women's Championship. And finally, the big one, the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Bam Bam Boombox makes his first defense against Starboy and El Gimpo. Let's start the show. I really should have gone for a pee and got a beer before we started, but there you go. We're in now. We are in. We're locked in. Right. So that's the tricky thing, Carpet. First eliminated from the Fatal 4-Way should get a -2 or 3. I agree with you. It seems a bit harsh. Maybe I shouldn't have put Craven in there, because Craven's actually quite high up in the rankings. He's actually done a pretty decent job, so it would be harsh if he was to get a downgrade. But yeah, the other 3, I think, definitely would deserve the downgrade if they did get eliminated pretty early on. Oh! Get in! Sorry, the Grand Prix just started. I apologise. Ferrari's in first already. So this is an arena I have made. Obviously, I'm not very good at creating arenas, so please don't disrespect me too much. The following match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Intercontinental Championship. It's got a proper arena, proper stadium show. Introducing first, the challenger. He's big, he's pink, and he won't go down without kicking a stink. It's Drew Strowman. Oh, go on. Oh my god, what's going on here? This Grand Prix is mad so far. So Drew Strowman, he's maybe some might say lucky to be here today. He's had some issues this month. Almost lost his opportunity at the championship due to a count-out loss to Stone Age Rage. But he's here today and now fighting for the championship against the current champion, of course, Bam Bam Boombox. God, he takes ages on his entrance, doesn't he, old Big John Studd? Okay. Mouse again, I know, Mouse. And here comes the champion then, making his first defense of the title. It's Ben Hamrock. Love the way the championship glitches through the jacket. You'd think such a simple thing by now would have been sorted, but no. They decided against sorting anything like that. So Hamrock has had a pretty quiet month. That's the issue. I'm so terrified of putting people on the card on weekly shows and the risk of causing issues, but I suppose as we start to increase and downgrade stats more and sort of stretch the roster out a little bit, it'll be easier to guarantee some wins maybe with jobbers and so forth. So here we go then, first match of the evening. IC title on the line. Boom, there it is. And Ferrari is all over the back of Max Verstappen here. Right, let's skip this because we've got nothing going on here, have we? Here we go then. This really could go either way at this point in time. I don't know who's on top of this. But Ben, the former MMA fighter turned SWE wrestler, about to make his first championship defense. Oh my god, Lewis Hamilton's crashed. What a nerd. Bell goes then, we are underway. Like I said, I'm not the best at creating arenas, so don't be too harsh on me. I pretty could have downloaded one that was better, but I had a few beers and I decided to go for it. As Drew Strawman showing his strength. Look at those stiff clotheslines. Safety car, come off it. Ben Hamrock is dominated so far by Drew Strawman. He's struggling to get any offense at all, and Drew is just clobbering him with these short arm clotheslines. This could be a very short match at this rate, you know. Strawman looking for the elbow, misses. That's all right, I'm going to do, I'm recording them all, so I keep saying I'm going to upload them. I've got 2 months worth of footage now I need to upload. In-game. I'll do it at some point. I need to start getting all the PNG files like done for some of these people, don't I, as well? So remember to keep an eye out and think about what you want to do on pluses and minuses. At the moment, Ben Hamrock is currently an 80 rated, by the way. Drew Strawman is a 75, so whether any of that should change. And of course, what we want to do feud-wise moving into the next month as well. So the thing is here, I did not pay any attention to this side of the ring because I didn't realise we'd be looking at the ramp the whole time. Which is annoying. I don't know how to change that. Can you change the camera position in arenas? I want the hard cam looking towards the far side of the crowd. I might have to test this actually. I don't know what's going on with this. Referee gets clobbered there and nice takedown. Ben Hamrock starting to turn things around now. As a kendo stick is thrown into the ring. Referee does see it. Looks like Drew Strawman's actually been busted open actually, just above the left eye. Or his right eye, that is. You can change it to the hard. That's what I want to happen because I didn't pay much attention to this side of the ring because I thought it was going to be looking at the ramp. I thought we'd be looking at the crowd, so we'd be looking at the actual the side of the ring that has the screen on it. Yeah, we'll have to change the hardcam side, I think. I don't know if I can do it midway through the match. Not midway through the match, but I could do it midway through the event. I can just pop out between this match and the last. I think it'll look better. Only a 2 count again. And now Ben looking to grab the ankle, thinking about the ankle lock. But Drew was having none of it. Nice clothesline. Again, they're continuing on with this aggression. I'm still getting more and more worried this is going to end up in a count out. You can't have a count out in a bloody a championship match at a pay-per-view. Big, stiff, chokeslam even. There's the pin. New champion? No, not quite. But it could be. Strowman has dominated this match, you know. Really has. And if he wins the championship here, he's got to get some sort of upgrade, because this is mad, really. There's the powerbomb. Referee distracted, though. Can change mid-match. Ooh, only a 1 count. Referee was distracted, sorting out the top turnbuckle pad. That's actually cost Drew Strowman there. Yeah, I've got everything we've done so far is on my external hard drive ready to be edited. But I've not uploaded anything in weeks, video-wise. It's been really bad, actually. Even though we're a week off this week, I've done nothing. Drew again. I don't know why he keeps going to the top. It's not something I expect from him, to be honest, but... Nice clothesline. Big leg drop again. And Drew Strowman is in control. Yeah, we'll pop out in between this match and the next. We'll pop out and just change the hard cam position because I think it'll be better for the pay-per-view, I think. Drew Strowman now with the... It's got to be said that Drew Strowman has really dominated this match at this point in time. And I feel like a new champion is very much... Yeah. Kristen New York. We were thinking of having Voodoo Mama Juju as part of it, potentially. Drew Strowman up top once again. Looking for the diving shoulder block, but he's caught with the power slam by Ben Hamrock. Now, neck breaker. And Ben now being distracted by the manager, Dylan Hart at ringside. And Ben now has the leg hooked. He's going to roll him over into the ankle lock, but he's very close to the ropes. Is he too close? No. It is broken up. This really could go either way at this point in time now, you know. I have to change the title now, can't I? It's not Road to anymore, is it? It's the Great American Bash. PPV. Save. Oh, rope break. Referee saw it. Just got his hand to the rope. Just as well, because that really could have been difficult for him. Hamrock, though, fighting back, knee in the gut. I mean, yeah, you're right, Nugent. He should, but it's difficult off the back of a loss to do that, isn't it, necessarily? But, well, straight into the main event scene. Maybe not for the championship, but feuding against another main event star, definitely. Maybe Christian New York could be his next target. But yeah, it depends on what else happens in the pay-per-view, doesn't it, really? Drew now slamming Ben face first in the top turnbuckle, using the rope to wrench the arm. What is he thinking here? Slapping the back and just drops him. Maybe we give Ben an easy feud after this. Maybe someone who's not necessarily... But then again, I mean, Drew was out of the blue, but this could be the end here. Up. No, looking for the powerbomb. That is his finisher. Yeah, I think that's probably right. One feud in between. Maybe against somebody we know he's probably going to come out on top of. Of course, if we do add an extra show this month as well, like we said we would do, 3 5-match shows a week, then that gives us access to 9 feuds per month. So it's going to be a lot more interesting to get a lot more feuds going. Get a lot more people involved as well. That's true, yeah. If El Gimpo can be involved, anybody can. Oh, he's got it! He's actually got it, though. Great victory off the belly-to-belly slam. And Ben Hamrock actually getting the victory here. Retaining his championship. And Drew Strowman for the Constellation. That's one missed opportunity tonight. They do still have one other big opportunity in the World Heavyweight Championship match. But Drew Strowman remains your SWE Intercontinental Champion. Okay, so according to this, even though Ben Hamrock won the match and kept his championship, Drew Strowman won the feud? Really? Okay. Is there any stat changes you want to do off the back of this feud? Like I said, at the moment, Ben Hamrock is rated 80 and Drew Strowman is rated 75. So it's up to you if you want to make any changes. Let me know. And we'll move on to the next match. I need to pee desperately. I'll go for a pee while the entrances are going on. I need to pee desperately. So this is to crown our first ever tag team champions here in the universe as well. I mean, Ben Hamrock's record is pretty good. Obviously, he is retaining that championship. He's +7. So he is actually joint top of the rankings at the moment alongside El Carnero. And he could be up there alone at the end of tonight. Who knows? Obviously, El Carnero is in a Fatal 4-Way Elimination match, which could get him some points, actually. And Bam Bam Boombox is obviously in the main event as well, which is worth some decent points. Both should go up. I mean, I'd agree with that. I think both should go up. I mean, obviously, we don't want to send him too much at this point in time now because he's already in at 80. And the max, at the moment, Bam Bam Boombox is top on 85. So, yeah, but it's up to you. Ben Hamrock +2. Say one thing, I need to pee. I'll be back in a second. Oh my god, these beers go straight through me. Right, I'm back. Yeah, +2, +1. That seems pretty fair. So Drew Strawman is up to a 76, which gives him a bit of a little bit higher than everyone else, which is what we want to see, I suppose. Doesn't it make sense? And Ben Hamrock then up to an 82, which makes him the second highest rated man in the... At the moment, obviously there might be some more changes later on. I mean, if Bam Bam Boombox goes on to win a triple threat in the main event, he could be getting another big upgrade himself, to be honest, anyway. He could be up to a 90 rated by the end of tonight. Right then. So the election connection obviously would make a lot more sense in the Great American Bash for the election connection to win the tag team championships, but we do have Thunder and Lightning. Thunder, Lightning. Most bizarre tag team we have. You're right, Kitty Cat. Have you come to say hello? Come on then. You got that way? That way's more difficult. Oh! That's fine. I knocked over a beer, but it's one of the ones that hasn't taken the lids off yet. That's fine. Oh, somebody else has spun. Okay, we're good. No beers were harmed in the making of this video. Apart from the ones that I demolished. Right, let's skip this. It's taking too bloody long for these people to get to the ring. Right, can I change... I forgot that I can change camera angles, can't I? God, the titles look so bad in this little screen, you know. The belt looks pretty decent inside the actual... in the creative belt screen, it looks pretty decent. Was it J? Hang on a minute. Why is it normal tag? Ah, it's normal freaking tag. It shouldn't be normal tag. It should be tornado. Come on, let's find a better camera angle. Watch it from the crowd. I keep forgetting you can do this, you know. I'm back to the first one, aren't I? Is this the first one? So it's normal tag team rules. I'm sure I did Tornado, but evidently I didn't. Oh no, because it was already made, wasn't it? I just... Oh, yeah. No, it is a problem, isn't it? Yeah. The match was already there. I just added the titles to it, didn't I? I quite like the sit in the crowd camera angles, you know. Whereas if you're watching on mobile, you're just pretty far away, aren't you? That's the only problem. Let's try and find a normal one. Okay, this will have to do for now. I forgot to change the camera. It is what it is. So if you've got any ideas, obviously, for who Ben Hamrock will face next for the Intercontinental Championship, of course we can look at that. Or you might want to wait and see what happens. Maybe the winner of the match later on, we've got Harold Winterguard versus Jax versus Yamazaki Show. Maybe the winner of that triple threat can be the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. What's your thoughts on that bad boy? Obviously, we made that match as an idea to try and just give an idea who should be getting a boost, but yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Nice big boot there by Washington. So this could be an issue then. Playing normal tag team rules are not necessarily the greatest for us, are they, really? They are not my favourite by any stretch of the imagination. Hopefully we can get lucky again, though. So yeah, like I said, this is to crown the first ever tag team champions in a universe mode. Both of these teams, well, Both these teams have suffered losses in the past, have they? No, they haven't. The Election Connection have had 3 tag team matches, won them all. They're the only team to have been undefeated in tag team action. Thunder and Lightning have had 2 wins and 1 loss. So Election Connection are the only unbeaten team. And someone I like Drew Washington a lot, you know. I think Drew Washington, again, could be someone we push as a single star in the upper mid card of the world as well. And I think Amish Lincoln definitely in the hardcore division would be useful. The stamps on the back and now... So Washington, a lot more of a technical competitor. Obviously he has Drew Gulak's moveset. So not only is very technical, but also likes to beat up young kids as well. Young up-and-coming wrestlers. Oh, Carpet, I've actually got FIFA career mode videos now as well. I did it on Friday night, all of a sudden it just clicked to me. I don't know what happened, but it just clicked all of a sudden on Friday night, so we do actually have career mode videos now. I've recorded 7 of them, I just need to edit them and get them uploaded. I spent a lot of this week, I've been editing a video for work, which has been quite annoying. That's taken up a lot of my time as well, so I finished that now. Nautilius is back. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. It's Amish Roadkill, isn't it? It looks like him, but this is Amish Lincoln. He's part Roadkill, part Lincoln. One half of the Election Connection. But yeah, I'd be happy for Lincoln to go hardcore division and have Washington go upper mid card. I think IC title would definitely be good for him. I think. I mean, who would be a third member? Do you think, Omega? I mean, obviously, I'm not very. I understand American politics. Were Washington and Lincoln ever around? They weren't at the same time, were they? No, they were different eras, weren't they? Are they both members of the? Are they both on the? Oh, what's that thing called? Heads in Rocks. Mount Rushmore. That's it. Are they both in Mount Rushmore? Washington, Lincoln, they are. So we need Jefferson and Roosevelt, and we can have the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. JFK, oh god, that'd be dangerous. How did Roosevelt get on that? But when was Oh, Roosevelt's not. Oh, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's the wrong one. Yeah. When was Mount Rushmore done? It's a hell of a fucking job, isn't it? To carve those heads in those rocks, that's a hell of a freaking job. Barack or Lesnar? Barack or Lesnar? Just a massive muscular guy. I say, people always say who the Mount Rushmore of wrestling is. We could actually have our own Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Yeah, I was going to say Roosevelt was much later than the others. I had in my mind Roosevelt was in charge during one of the... Am I thinking there's somebody else? Yeah, I am thinking there's someone else, yeah. He was only in charge for 1 year. In office for 1 year. Oh no, this is different. Vice President, President, yeah. I thought he was in charge during... No. He wasn't, was he? No. Who was in charge just before World War II? I'm thinking of Hearts of Iron here. I can't remember who it is who's in charge. Hoover? No, it's not Hoover, is it? Oh, I'm thinking of the other... Is there never... Theodore... Yeah, okay. USA World War II presidents. Yeah, it is. I thought it was Roosevelt, yeah. Franklin Roosevelt was there World War II-ish, yeah, okay. Barack Lesnar. I do like that a lot, you know. Barack Lesnar. Managed by Joseph Biden. If he can find his way to the ring. So what? It was a Roosevelt then. I was right then. Share my history of American knowledge now. Whenever he did American history at school, I'm assuming you guys did because you're American, but we did some stuff on civil rights movement and stuff like that. I always got bored in history. I love history, but I get bored when we do like more recent stuff. I love stuff like the Romans and stuff like that, but when they started teaching us about like 50 years ago, it got a bit annoying to me. I'm hoping this match is not going to take too long. Oh, look at that! Tornado DDT through the turnbuckle. Yeah, the Mount Rushmore of wrestling is definitely something we could do. Yes, we need to... Is everyone... I'm assuming some of you guys have been. How big is it? It always looks massive, but I don't actually know how big it actually is. Is it not that... Oh, judging by the trees, it must be fairly hefty. Jamal Biden. Yeah, it does seem that way. Yeah, that's all we did. We did a little bit of civil rights, and then that was it, really. We did Battle of Hastings, which I'm assuming you guys don't really do Battle of Hastings, do you? Which is when William the Conqueror invaded England and took over in 1066. Mount Rushmore is... It always looks big, but I'm never quite sure. But look at the trees in the picture I've got here. I assume it is actually pretty big, because the trees are... Yeah. It's just quite... I can't imagine how someone pulled it off. It's quite a hefty job to do, isn't it, really? Especially back in that sort of day as well. I don't know how they would have even done it. It's all cranes and... Yeah. It's amazing how really good architecture used to be all them sort of years ago. That's the problem. I think a lot of the time they don't really know much about it. It's like I like the Aztecs and the Mayans, but they don't know a huge amount about the Aztecs and the Mayans because when the Spanish came over and destroyed them all, they also burnt all their books and everything as well. So they have to make up a lot. They have to guess a lot of it, I suppose, educated guesses and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to do stuff like ancient Egypt and stuff like that, but we never did anything like that. You right, Jamar? Yeah. Yeah, I doubt it was one person, yeah. It was aliens, just like the pyramids. No, the original mock-up was to have full bodies as well. My God. I just seen a picture of the original mock-up. They're supposed to have full bodies. It looks like they just sort of did the heads and then decided, you know what, this is too much fucking effort. Oh shit, yeah, I'm looking now at pictures of roughly when it was done, and people are like, you could get up a nostril pretty easily. Big takedown there, but it's, oh god. Oh, okay, no. I hate normal tag team matches in this game. It's my fault, I should have done Tornado, but I just didn't think about it. We could have come out and edited the match. I was hoping it wouldn't be this long, to be honest. But at least we can say the winner of our tag team championship match won the match in a proper official tag team match. Good evening, Justinas. Nice power slam there. Gonna go for the pin. Blue Thunder's in though. So you get one access into the ring per tag. So now Blue Thunder's not allowed back in to save the match at the risk of being disqualified. But there's the tag and that resets that limit. Normal looking tag team matches, eh? Does it always feel not alone? What do you do your E-Fed on now, Jay? I've not seen it in a while, to be honest. Is it on this channel? Oh yeah, it is. That hasn't popped up my thing for ages, to be honest. God, mate, you're well ahead, you, aren't you? There's loads on here. They're ready to premiere. Bloody hell. You're well ahead of your schedule. I wish I was. I'm massively behind on mine. I've got tons of stuff I just need to edit and upload. I just haven't done that at this point. Oh my god, will someone just win this fucking match? Purple Lightning here working over Amish Lincoln. Yeah, note to self, we stick solely... Oh, Reverse Dragon Sleepy. Could get a quick tap out here. No, he doesn't. But again, now that is Blue Thunder's interruption of the match done now. So we can't go again as we go. Another submission here by Washington. No, it's not. It's a neck breaker. It looks like his foot's under the rope, but it doesn't matter because it is a win and the election connection are your tag team champions. Makes sense. 4 wins from 4 now in tag team action. So the question is now, did these guys get a stat boost? The new tag champions. I don't want to give them too much of a stat boost because obviously they're tag champions. I don't want to make them too strong in singles action. But then again, I think that probably they should. I like Drew Washington. I like Amish Lincoln. Both of them are good enough to run it as single stars as well. So, and should there be a downgrade for the likes of Purple Lightning and Blue Thunder? Purple Lightning's fairly low in the rankings now, to be honest, but Blue Thunder is not doing too bad. He was up in 12th, but this loss is going to knock him down a few places. There we go. Blue Thunder now sits in 16th, while Purple Lightning drops to 37th out of 39. And the election connection are your new champions. Let's put them on the champions screen. There we go. Tag team champions. The election Election connection. Okay, now we've got our fatal 4-way elimination match. Chance for one of these guys to get maybe a little bit of a boost, and some of the others might end up with a downgrade. I mean, Craven is pretty high up in the rankings, but if you guys don't see a future for him, there's no reason why we can't bring him down a little bit. Insert note. Is there an R in Amish? I don't think there is there? It's Amish. Amish, Lincoln, and Drew Washington. I think that's right. Yeah, it is right, yeah. Election connection +2 each. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that both of them deserve. That puts Drew Washington up to a 77 and Amish Lincoln also up to a 77. Amish Lincoln up to 77. I mean, Purple Lightning and Drew Washington getting a... Was that a -1, did you say? -1 each. They did get to the final. They did win 2 matches along the way, but they did lose here. And again, I mean, Purple Lightning is very low in the rankings. I like the pair of them. I think they definitely should stick around, but... Yeah, I think probably as a lower mid-card and a sort of a comedy act for us, maybe. Talking of which, Stone Age Rage is here. Stone Age Rage. Open up the door. You know. Women's football does my head in because it keeps popping up on my phone and I think it's like football that I've missed, but it's not. It's a women's game instead. Like Chelsea's already played Liverpool today. How they played Spurs as well. I'll start skipping some of these entrances because I'm hungry and I want some dinner soon. And we've still got 8 matches left in this freaking card. Who's this? Who is this? It's Craven. The man from the cottage. And then finally, we've got... Even I forgot to do it in the match, to be honest. It's the Golden Sheik. The man really desperate for some points here. God, Barcelona's doing well. I've got a bet I need to keep an eye on that, actually. So this is a fatal 4-way elimination match, so there are lots of points up for grabs today. Obviously a point for every elimination and an extra point for the win as well. So 4 points up for grabs if you can eliminate everyone and win. And also there is a good chance to lose some points as well. -1 for being eliminated, and of course you're being watched. You're being judged by the people at home. Right, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? There I am. Yeah, tag team matches are crap, yeah. I like Election Connection, they're good. That proper heel tag team that's important you have. I like the Constellation. The problem is I don't think we can't do tag team feuds because they'll just put tag team matches all the time, don't they? So we'll have to just work that out ourselves, won't we? I like the Constellation a lot as well, but they're also a heel tag team. But they're a team I would like to build up somewhat. I can't believe they've not put my local team on the TV for the FA Cup. I'm gutted about that. So Craven's looking pretty good, to be honest. Where's Craven sit? Craven sits, he's still on 75 rating, but he's had 3 matches and 2 wins, 1 loss, and 2 extra points for elimination. So he's done okay. Above average, not outstanding, I suppose. Barbed wire baseball bat here. Maybe Stone Age Rage just found his affinity. It's hardcore matches. Been pretty damn brutal so far. God, Mount Rushmore. It depends. If you look at like the most influential wrestlers of all time, or if you're looking for best, I suppose it depends how you look at it. I mean, influential. It's tricky, isn't it? Influential, you'd have to go Hogan. As much as he's not very well liked by most people, he was the key man for, like, such a large chunk of the 80s and 90s. If you're just looking at best, I suppose it's different, isn't it, really? That's a difficult one, isn't it, really, when you think about it? Yeah, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Bret Hart. I mean, if you're talking like influence, I mean, yeah, it's a tricky one. It's to limit yourself to 4. I mean, Hogan was 80s and 90s. Bret was like the late 90s. Rock and Austin were like Attitude Era into the early 2000s. Triple H has spanned a lot of genres. Definitely Vince Russo. Yeah, I would. Yeah. It's tricky, that, isn't it? If you're at best of all time, you probably got to go for Bret and Shawn. They're probably not. The problem is Bret and Shawn were fantastic for the era, but they're 2-a-penny wrestlers these days. That's the problem now, isn't it, really? Well, 2-a-penny when it comes to ability. When it comes to storytelling, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, Danielson's the best in-ring wrestler of all time, I think. There's no way you can say no to that. But in terms of impact, yeah, you've got to go Hogan. Yeah. I probably wouldn't be if you look at the impact, I wouldn't be too far away from you, I think, Omega, to be honest. And there's the first elimination. The Golden Sheik eliminates Stone Age Rage. Stone Age Rage is gone. And the Golden Sheik finally gets himself a point. Oh yeah, Cena. I didn't think of Cena, to be honest. I mean, in terms of impact, you may have to think about Rey Mysterio. I don't know about Rey Mysterio, actually, but he's obviously had such an impact on the Latin American market. But then you start getting into the really Japanese and that sort of stuff, and you have... Yeah, it's massive, isn't it, everywhere. I think if you're talking WWE, then yeah, it's got to be. I don't even know. I'd probably be similar to New Gen, maybe but maybe you got to pick Rock or Austin. You go Hogan, Bret, Rock, Cena. No, maybe even no, probably Hogan, Austin, Bret, Cena. To be honest, or Hogan, Bret, Austin, Cena. in terms of impact. When it comes to actual in-ring ability, then obviously it's different, I suppose. See, Edge is a funny one for me because I never really saw the Edge singles run in WWE. So my first sort of exposure to Edge as being a singles wrestler is his current one in AEW. Of course, he did pretty well for the initial part and then got injured. So I think I've missed Edge at his prime, to be honest, which is a shame for me. Undertaker was always my favourite growing up. I loved Mick Foley as well, to be honest, but I don't think Mick Foley's going to get onto too many like wrestling ability things. Did you say? I didn't even see Kalisto. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice yours, Carpet. Kalisto, God, yeah. There's a lot of banging outside. Or maybe if you're looking for like real impact, then El Santo maybe at CMLL. They sort of built CMLL and a lot of Mexican wrestling off the back of El Santo, didn't they? Yeah, Roman is that role now, isn't he? You had Hogan, then you had Rock, then you had Cena. I think it's because a lot of his work's been heel, and now that he's going to go and be this super face, maybe this will be when he really steps into it, but I think you'd have to say Hogan, as much as the WWE was sort of built around him, wasn't it, at that sort of time? It's that Bret Shawn Michaels era, maybe, that maybe just is not quite there, I suppose. Maybe you go Hogan, Rock, Cena, Roman. But maybe it's a bit early for the Roman shout at this point in time, to be honest. Ability-wise, yeah. Yeah, maybe I don't think I'm far off that, to be honest. Ability-wise, I think that's probably bang on. I think Bret and Shawn are more for their time. And the way they can sell a story, I suppose. Yeah, I think Bret just had more longevity than Kurt, didn't he? I might be wrong on that, actually. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the Roman ones. Like, I think you're right. I think the problem is with Roman is he's still in his prime. There's still a lot more Roman to come, and I think the fact that he's even in the conversation now, probably halfway through his career, shows that he probably will be in it long term. If he's being considered now, I mean, he's never going to drop out of the main event, is he? Let's face it. Craven with a pin, and Craven eliminates Big Mac. Big Mac, Big Mac. That's 4 from 4 now for Big Mac, loss-wise. And Craven getting that point for the elimination. And Craven gets the win! Frickin' hell, Craven. Do you want to be any more overpowered? Craven's just forced himself up to the 4th highest ranking in the division, or in the actual company. You weren't supposed to be this good, Craven, but you are really forcing your way down our throats here. Right, so we had Stone Age Rage eliminated first by Golden Sheik. Then Craven eliminated Big Mac. Then Craven pinned and eliminated and won the match against the Golden Sheik. So let me know if you think there should be any stat changes based off of that. I don't know. Craven +3. I think that's probably fair, to be honest. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's yeah, Roman's been very much forced that up. I think that's why Roman's doing so well as a face at the moment, because he was such a big heel. I think that's why he's going to do so well as a face, but he has the chance now. It's all there for Roman. If he can, if Roman can have a good feud and do some damage against the likes of The Rock and stuff like that, then I think that's going to be what really helps him. If he can dominate the likes of The Rock and pull out, I mean, because it's not going to be very easy, because I don't think that Roman is the best in-ring competitor out there. I really don't. He's just been involved in a lot more high-profile stuff than anyone else. And the fact that Roman is being considered the biggest one to come out of the Shield is a bit... I'm still uncomfortable about that, to be honest, but... It's more just because his family ties, I think he's getting over, to be honest, isn't he, really? Right, so this is the women's YouTube gauntlet match. Yeah, Steamboat was definitely ahead of his time. Definitely ahead of his time. Yes, we get it. Every 30 seconds somebody else enters, we know. Okay, we're starting things off then with Anastasia and I think Beth Blizzard. Oh, I'm going to so struggle with this, aren't I? Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, same as Cena. Cena is not massively talented in the ring, but he's just been involved. Yeah, same with them two, really, yeah. They're good at storytelling, but... I think some people have said that with AEW, you know, with Mariah May. And people have said that Mariah May, you can tell that she was an actress before she did this, because she is much better at doing promos and character work than a lot of others. And I think that it is good to have that sort of that background in acting, I think, because it helps you sell a story. And I think we've seen that with a lot of people. You don't have to be the best in the ring, do you, really? You don't have to be the most qualified wrestler in the world to be in the main event. As long as you can sell a story and get people to care about it, I suppose. That's how it works, I suppose, isn't it? So in comes Crimson Sun at number 3. Why is the Grand Prix struggling so much? Ooh. Sainz has got ahead of Verstappen. Has he not pitted yet? He has pitted, hasn't he? I don't know. So this is standard gauntlet rules. So we are adding our own twist, of course. It's a point for every elimination. Extra point for the win. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Bryan Danielson, the fans had to force Bryan Danielson into the main event. WWE actively didn't want him there by the seams of it, did he really? Oh, the Usos, my word, yeah. Solo as well, yeah. Yeah. I think Kevin was good, but I think he's probably past his prime now these days. Unless you mean Nash. No DQ evidently as well. No, I think that's the difference with some of the other companies. That's why, yeah, that's the difference, I suppose, isn't it? Who is this? It's Voodoo Mama Juju. We had one of the Kapoors. I can't remember which one it is. That's my only issue here. I don't know which Kapoor we put in the match. Is it Marina or Karina? I'm not sure, to be honest. Nice kendo stick right between the eyes of Anastasia there by Bahama Mama. Knee in the face by Voodoo Mama Juju. Voodoo Mama Juju. Voodoo Mama Juju. And here goes Mia Mizuki. Yeah, I do feel like, I mean, some of them have been, well, I don't know if Eddie, or one of the ones that add into the name of main eventers who are woeful at wrestling, JBL. JBL killed my desire to ever want to watch wrestling back in the mid-2000s. Yeah. Well, that's it, yeah. I mean, MJF has surprised me sometimes with some of the cool stuff that he can do, but, yeah. I mean, FTR is a weird one because MJF gets over because of his charisma and because of how well he is at promos. FTR don't really have that, I don't think. They're not the best promos guys in the world, I don't think. I'm going to struggle so much in this match, I think. I think I'm doing okay. I think I know who's who at the moment. Here comes... This is the problem now, okay. So let me just double check. So controller assignment, that is... Marina Kapoor. Okay, it's Marina. Marina, you've got to see her. Yeah, JBL I couldn't stand. That's when I stopped watching WWE, was when JBL became champion. But yeah, I mean, Danielson had to be forced into the main event of Mania, didn't he, by us? Yeah, that's it. Brock made a fortune just off of being a powerhouse who worked for minutes, didn't he? Yeah. How mad is that? He made a fortune off of making himself the gimmick that he could just basically destroy someone in a couple of minutes and get paid for it. It's mad, really. So this is the YouTube Championship. So basically this title will be defended once per week. Just like the men's one. The men's one has been done historically on Throwdown, but we can change it around. It's like a television championship, but we're on YouTube, so it's a YouTube championship. Let's see our first eliminations. Anastasia locking in a submission. Come on, Voodoo Mama Juju, we want you to win. God, the weapons are fully flowing in this one, aren't they? Was Eddie versus JBL the one where Eddie bladed himself far too deep? Was that that match? Well, I don't think Eddie was quite. It seems like the Latin stars, to help them sell stuff in Latin America, I suppose, were okay in the main event, but the Americans that were good in ring but not the biggest or stuff like that probably have struggled, haven't they? So Eddie and Ray got in the main event picture because they wanted some big talent to bring in the Mexican audience, I suppose. But yeah, Danielson, they had to force in just because the crowd rebelling. That was a fun period in WWE, that was, when the crowd just rebelled against everything. You had the whole Fandango movement. You had that as well. And now all of a sudden, it seems the crowd in WWE seems to have just gone back to... I don't watch it very often, so forgive me if I'm wrong on this, but the WWE crowd do... Oh, don't do this again. No, we're fine, okay. The WWE crowd seem to have gone back to very much eating what's been put in front of them at this point. Whereas there was that point about sort of 5-10 years ago where they really did rebel against things that they wanted to happen. I might be wrong, I don't watch it much anymore, but I don't seem to see that in the crowd much. No eliminations so far, and the two ladies that are yet to enter are laughing here. Yeah, I'm sure that was that Guerrero versus JBL match where he just bladed himself far too deep and just created a crime scene. Yeah, they seem to go with the flow now. Oh, yeah, no, you're right with that one, actually. Yeah, the We Want Cody thing where... I mean, how did WWE ever think that was a good idea in the first... Oh, really? Okay, Bahama Mama has eliminated... Voodoo Mama Juju. Voodoo Mama Juju. Well, there's a feud for me then. Voodoo Mama Juju versus Bahama Mama. Yeah, but how did WWE ever think that letting Cody win the Rumble, then give his position over to The Rock was ever going to be a good idea? That was possibly the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and someone really thought that was a good idea. Amazes me that to this day, it really does. I bet they're wishing they didn't have Cody now. I mean, I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. I just think that Cody as a underdog face fighting to win a championship was good. Cody as the champion for me is just so bland. It maybe wouldn't be so bad if he wasn't feuding against Solo Sikoa, who was incredibly bland. And I just wonder what they're going to do at this Crown Jewel thing with this new title. Because you don't need Cody to go over on Gunther. It doesn't look good for Gunther at all. I suppose, yeah. Give things more of a chance. Here comes entrant number 9. It is Mystique, okay. Who's laughing here because everyone else has beaten the crap out of each other for about 10 minutes already before she enters. God, this stream is going to be a lot longer than I intended. I thought I'd start at 5:30, we'll be done by 8. It's already 9:10 in the UK and we've still got half the card left. It is my fault for booking a lot of multi-person matches, I know. But that's the way I am. I feel your pain here with a pin. Only a 2 count. Yeah, they did, yeah. Yeah, I remember when the AEW fans rebelled against Cody, that was... I remember that one moment where Cody must have thought, this is over for me now, was when he threw his weight belt into the crowd, and the crowd threw it back. Oh my god. Yeah, the Acclaimed are the same. I mean, the Outrunners at the moment are getting it, aren't they? The Outrunners have become the second highest merch sellers in AEW, only behind AEW themselves. Swerve, yeah. Massively over. I feel like AEW are a little bit more organic with choosing people that are doing well. Yeah, I think that's the problem. WWE always seem to have one of those people that just gets shoved down your throat constantly, and I don't know what they're going to do with it now, whether Cody, I don't know, whether he'll go heel. I don't know if Cody will go heel now, though, because he's playing that Cena role, like you say. He's the role who goes and meets all the children, this, that, and the other, doesn't he? So I don't think he will go heel. But yeah, Cody and Roman, I don't mind the face. I just don't like the faces that are really... I've never really enjoyed the main face of any company. That's just me. No, you're pretty right. A lot more casual fans, aren't they? Yeah. We need some freaking eliminations in this match, you know. Nope, still none. Is the stream okay, by the way? Because I've got a message saying that we're not receiving enough data. It's not maintaining smooth streaming. And my version looks a bit blurry, but let me know if it's alright. That probably is the thing now. I think AEW does have more hardcore fans than WWE, I suppose. That's why WWE have got the advantage of more casual people, I suppose. Yeah, Brody King would be great for a big push. I mean, he got the singles match against Darby at the pay-per-view. Of course, he lost it, but still. Man, that's such a mad sentence. Out of context. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. There is a Feel Your Pain eliminates Anastasia, is that? Yep. I feel your pain. But yeah, it's the same with me. I'm not a massive Darby fan because, again, I think Darby's just a massive face that's pushed on your throat all the time. And I just don't see Darby as a world champion, in my opinion, but I know it'll happen someday. Yeah, Darby will win the championship at some point. Yeah. Darby will be I reckon Darby will be the one to take the belt. I don't know, actually. I don't know if Darby will be the one to take the championship off of Moxley or if Jay White will take the belt off Moxley in Australia. Mia Mizuki eliminates Beth Blizzard. Mia Mizuki. Mia with a submission now. Yeah. She's got it as well. Mio eliminates a Feel Your Pain. Go on, Mio. I like Mio. Yeah, I don't think he will be though, because he's got his other belt now, so I don't think he's going to be the one to take Okada down. Unless I think Okada will lose the belt at some point during the Continental Classic, I would imagine. Just depends who they're going to push. Maybe that could be the one. And maybe they could do that, and instead of Jay White taking the World Heavyweight Championship off of Moxley in Australia, maybe Jay White could beat Okada in Australia and win the International or the Continental Championship. They're going to do something big. The fact that they've turned him face now, they're going to do something big for Jay White, I think, in Australia. And since Fletcher's gone uber heel now, I don't think it'll be them. So I do think it will end up being Jay White winning a major championship. Mizuki again with a submission locked in. Mizuki's having a cracking match here. No, not elimination yet. But yeah, Jay White to beat either Okada or Moxley in Australia, I think makes sense to me. Becoming the first Oceanic World Champion in AEW, I think. Mizuki gets that's 3 eliminations now for Mizuki, you know. I think she might be on to an upgrade here. That's Crimson Sun now who's going down. There's 4 here, but I feel like there's someone else to enter still, you know. I might be wrong. It seems like they're bringing the 4 pillars back. I don't know. They're going to have... It's the 3 pillars, because they're not involving MJF, are they? But the 3 pillars... So, Guevara... Darby Allin... I know he's wouldn't he, wouldn't it? Jungle won't be involved either, will he? Was it Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, Danny Garcia, and somebody else to face off against Moxley? Dark Order involved as well by the looks of it, aren't they? Yeah, I think that's the thing with Moxley. I don't think the plan originally was for Moxley to win the championship this early, I don't think. But I think Brian's need for surgery and other things just caught up with him, I think, at that point. So there's 2 ways of looking at that. That's what I always say. When people say I'm tired of seeing the people on my screen, I always wonder, does that mean that you're not very good at what you do, or does that mean you're a really good heel? I suppose it's the same with JBL. As much as I said earlier, I hated JBL and stopped watching wrestling because of him. He was actually very good at his job. If everyone tuned in to see JBL get knocked out by Eddie Guerrero, then It's like Jake Paul. As much as I hate to give him props for it, Jake Paul is he's a heel. He's a real world heel. People tune into his boxing matches. He gets paid for it just because people want to see him get knocked out, but he's the one getting the money out of it. That is a elimination. Mystique is gone. And that is a point for Marina Kapoor. We down to 3 now? It seems to be. I was convinced there was one more entrance due, but it doesn't look like it, does it? Yeah, we had the butterfly woman. Where's the butterfly woman? I'm sure somebody's missing, you know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's a balancing act, isn't it? Really. Thing is well, you tune into a pay-per-view to see him lose the championship, I suppose, is the thing, and that's partly to do with who they put him up against as well, I suppose. I like him, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, I'm not overly entertained by his matches and that, but I like the gimmick. I like the fact they've made something of this whole CM Punk thing that's been beneficial for the company, rather than just being a massive downgrade. Bahama Mama in with a moonsault. I'm convinced that we're missing an entrant in this match, you know. Convinced. I know what you mean, though, actually, Nugent, to be honest, because I don't know, I watched WrestleMania, but I didn't watch it because I was excited to see... Yeah, I didn't watch Mania because I was excited to see Cody win the championship. I watched WrestleMania because it was WrestleMania. I just feel like I should do because it's WrestleMania. But to me, Roman as champion just was horrifically boring. So yeah, I get what you mean. I will say that, I don't know, you might not agree with me on this one, but I do think that this Jack Perry gimmick is infinitely better than Jungle Boy, I must admit. I mean, Jungle Boy was fun. It just was never going to go anywhere. He had to find a new identity. And this is what he's found, I suppose. He had to find that new identity. Because, like I said, Jungle Boy was never going to go anywhere else than where he was. So one of these 3 women will end up as the YouTube champion. At this point in time, I feel like Mia Mizuki should be the one. Yeah. It's a shame because he does... he was always a deceivingly good wrestler, to be honest, as Bahama Mama gets another elimination. He always surprised me. There was that match, I think it was against MJF at one of the early pay-per-views, where I really realised how good of a wrestler he actually was. But yeah, we're not seeing a ton of it, I suppose, at the moment, are we? It's the trick of being a heel, I suppose. You can't overshadow the face. You can't be... That's why really talented wrestlers struggle to be heels a lot of the time. No, I get what you mean. It was the only logical thing for him to do, though, I think. But I get what you mean. I say I don't go into a pay-per-view excited to watch his match. I'll say that. I'm not as far as you. I'm not going to sit there and say I physically want to turn it off, but I don't look at a pay-per-view to see what Jack Perry's up to, I must admit. And I do think that it might be better to give someone else that champion. Much as the championship looks a lot cooler now that he's done it, I must admit. I like the look of the belt now. I like the fact that everyone who's held the TNT Championship has sort of had their own version of it. It's not like, I know WWE have like the side plates and that, but I do think that the fact the belt completely changes is pretty cool. Yeah, watching Dominic Mysterio as a heel really makes you question whether Eddie is his real dad. Because Dominic just seems to base his entire career off of Eddie Guerrero rather than actually Rey Mysterio at all, has he? Which I think is smart. I think the American audience would definitely react better to an Eddie type than they do to a Rey type. Rey's just a bit... just that generic luchador, I suppose, isn't it? That's maybe just my thing again with Rey, is that, just like I said earlier, I get sick and bored of the over-pushed face, and Rey's always been the same way, hasn't he? Has Rey... Oh, Bahama Mama's your new champion! Wow, weren't expecting that one today. Oh, it's broken, isn't it? I told you it was broken. I frickin' told you it was broken. We have one person who's just not entered the match. I've never had this. This is a bug I've not had before. This is a bug I have not had before, I must say. Mia Mizuki, you lost. Did I just change that? I think I did. Yeah, I did just change that. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's because they've not left the arena. They're all stuck up there for some reason. Why have they not left? They're all just stuck. Can I do anything about this? Controller assignment. I've never seen this of it. I'm not can't restart a bloody gauntlet match. It will kill me. The problem is these people haven't left the arena yet. That's the issue. Why haven't you left? So no one can enter because these lot are still in here. That's the problem. I can't do anything to them. I can't punch or kick them or anything like that, I don't think. Go on, go. Leave. Despawn. Despawn, please. It's come on, Anastasia. You were the first one out, Anastasia. Despawn. I did think there was a problem. Yeah, I think that's probably what we do. We'll just crown Bahama Mama as the champion. And then the person who wasn't able to enter the match, which was... Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. I think I did it. I think I managed to get one through. Okay, one went through. Is it this arena? Can they not get underneath? They can't get underneath the stage, can they? So one has left. Does that mean... Has the one despawned now? Does that mean we can get somebody in? It's this stage. It's the stage, isn't it? They're too tall for the stage. They'll get paid 71% of what the men get paid, and they'll be happy with it. No, I thought that might have fixed it. Once we got one to go through and despawn, I thought that might have fixed it, but evidently not. Okay, we will leave it there then. Bahama Mama is your YouTube Women's Champion. And La Mariposa will be her first competitor. Okay, let me... Okay, I need to have this. Let's get rid of these. We don't need these anymore. Like so. I can get rid of these as well. Okay. So what I can do is I can start doing... What's our third show going to be, by the way, anyway? We've got Mayhem, we've got Throwdown. Should we bring back Octane or Adrenaline? One of those two? Or has anyone else got any other names for shows we could use? Okay, let's do that. Actually, let's do that. And we'll do that as well, okay. Okay. Quit match. Yeah, another cracking glitch there. So we are going to simulate. We're going to simulate. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't even give me all. It doesn't even give me all 10 women to pick from. Oh my god, this game! I tell you. Okay, luckily it was Bahama Mama that wins, and then yes, okay, that's what I selected. Okay, and then on here we shall put on one of the shows. So we'll have it on Throwdown. We'll have the men's championship can now be a Mayhem championship, and the women's can be a Throwdown championship. So I'm going to start making proper notes on this spreadsheet just so I know what I'm doing, because I feel like an idiot from last time. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many matches. Oh, there are a lot of singles matches left. That's the main thing. Right, at least we can start doing this. So, on Throwdown, we need Bahama Mama versus La Mariposa. Women's YouTube title. Due to glitch at PPV. Okay. Notes have been written. Notes have been written. Yeah, what do you prefer for a name for a pay-per-view, for a show then? I mean, the other ones we used before, we had Carnage, which was normally all hardcore matches. We could have like a hardcore television show. We had Octane, and we had Adrenaline. Those are the other 3 shows that we're not currently using. So it's up to you if you want to use one of those 3. Or if you have any other names for pay-per-views we could use. Ooh, I forgot they got emotes. Yeah, it's a great game, isn't it? And here comes the new Caliphate. General Shere Khan flanked by his stablemates Colonel Mustafa on the left. Well, not anymore. Colonel Mustafa on the right now. Kareem Khan on the left. I was about to make a comment about politics then, but I probably shouldn't, should I, really? What's up, Dubs? What's up, Dubs? I can't believe this. The Grand Prix has been great so far, by the way. If anyone watches Formula 1, I don't know. Go on, wipe him out. Go on, crash. Crash. I don't pray for people's downfalls, though. Yeah. I always say that, Omega, yeah. When someone says, what's up? Airplanes, clouds, birds. My blood pressure. My cholesterol. So there's been a few that's been going on now for a few weeks. I like the idea, though. I can't remember who it was who had the idea earlier. It might have been Jay, actually. That stated that we should probably have the Colonel going up against Hulk Hogan at home. A classic Iron Sheik versus Hulk Hogan feud. Maybe that's one we can use. Let's do a poll. I like polls. Which... There you go, that works, doesn't it? Really? Fucking hell. That's a really good joke, that is, Omega. I don't know if everyone's gonna get that, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Also Lana as well. She likes poles. That's a real battle, this is. I mean, we could do, if we did do Carnage, we could make it a hardcore show. We could make it so every match... I don't know if we should do that anyway. I mean, I know we mentioned it earlier on, but... Because of the way that... because the way the game is with count-outs and that sort of stuff... Should we just make every single match an Extreme Rules match with no disqualification? Should we just become the new ECW? Or do we want to actually save that for a proper hardcore title? I don't know. I don't want to do like no count out because that causes trouble, because no count out generally causes issues where they just then fight outside the ring for like 20 minutes and no one ever bothers coming back in. So Falls Count Anywhere could work. That's true, yeah. That It's Too Low reminds me of that. You ever see that thing on, it was on an American news station, I think, where there'd been a plane crash in China and the news station had got the hold of the names of the flight crew, and it was all like really stupid names and they didn't realise. It was like, what was it? Holy Fook, We Too Low, and Bang Ow, Doink, something like that. Crash Bang Ow. You ever seen that? We've got a battle here between these two, really going at it. Oh, we forgot to use Khan Baba's special attire for pay-per-views. So the poll at the moment, we've got 2 people voted for Carnage, 1 person's voted for everything else. Yeah, Carpet's seen it. It was years ago now. I can't remember when it was on, but yeah. Holy Fook, We Too Low, Bing Tang Ow. Something like that, yeah. So 1 person's voted for a new show. A new show name. Do you have a suggestion for that, or are you just being a pain? In the moment, Carnage is winning at the moment. And we could make Carnage our hardcore show, to be honest. Carnage could be the home of the Hardcore Championship. Bend over. I'll see if I can find it. It's Chinese plane crash news blooper. That was it. That's gonna be the one, isn't it? Yeah, this is it. Let me just find it first before I go too far into it. Oh, it starts off pretty rough, this one. That's it. Khan Baba gets the win. While I was looking for stupid names. Khan Baba. Baba in disguise. So did we have any ideas, by the way? I forgot to mention it. Of the we did, didn't we? We had some matches, didn't we? Yeah. So Khan Baba has defeated General Shere Khan. Shere Khan's not done too well. Shere Khan has lost 4 matches out of 4 so far in this universe mode. And Khan Baba has not been perfect either, but at least with that win, he's -1 overall. I think it would be fun to have General Shere Khan feud with Triple H at home. Considering they're both pretty low in the rankings as well, it probably does make sense. But CAW and Baba does come out on the top of that feud. Is there any points you want to change? Mike Litterus. I did that before with a football game. I had Mike Litterus. Problem is he just went missing in big games. Is there any changes you want to make for those for CAW and Baba and General Shere Khan? General Shere Khan, like I said, -4, 4 losses from 4 matches now, which is not great. But he is the leader of the new Caliphate stable, who are also not doing great, to be honest, either. And CAW and Baba, with that win, moves up to a -1 after 7 matches, so obviously not great either. Both, I think, should be higher up the division. They both should be probably upper mid-card. I said, no, yeah, people thought my player was an absolute myth. They told me I didn't exist, but I was there all the whole time. I just had really high evasiveness. Here he is then, the man who's currently top of the ranking system, El Carnero. Joint now alongside Ben Hamrock, who got the win earlier on, of course, retaining his Intercontinental Championship. And the YouTube Championship is not online today. That belt is not up for grabs tonight. However, if El Carnero was to be pinned in this one, you would imagine that the winner would be the first person to be requesting a match against the champion on Mayhem. Yeah, I think that's probably a good one, Omega, to be honest. That's probably fair at this point. General Shere Khan, we'll give him a chance next month, I think, to boost himself back up with a lower rated feud, maybe. He's not going to get it, is he? He's not going to get it. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Fucking Ferrari 1-2 in the Grand Prix. Bloody Ferrari 1-2, I didn't see that happening at all. Well, this stream's going to go forever, isn't it? Let's start speeding up some entrances. I'm going to run out of space on my external hard drive before the show finishes. So we're going to go with Carnage then, by the looks of it. Unless anyone else wants to vote. I mean, there's nobody else here to vote, I don't think. We've got 5 votes, only 4 people in chat, so we've done pretty well there somehow. I mean, what are the opinions of the 4 people that are here? And the other thing we could do, and this, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I could actually do... We could have all the shows and just have less matches on them. Or is that's too much, isn't it? That's too much. That's just... I'm just thinking there'll be shorter videos and they'll be easier to get through. Yeah, we could do Carnage and have it as like fully Extreme Rules or Full Scan Anywhere. Opinione. The poll that we got at the moment, Carpet. So I'm looking, obviously we're going to add a 3rd show just to help us get more people wrestling per month. And to help spread out the feuds a bit more. I think Carnage will be a fun one though, because we can have, yeah. We've really gone downhill in the last hour or so. I think Carnage will be fun, so we can have the... we could have the men's YouTube Championship on Mayhem, the women's YouTube Championship on Throwdown, and we could have the Hardcore Championship on Carnage. And the Hardcore Championship, of course, we could do 24/7 style rules, so we can just have them defended all the way through. Be a bit more of our hardcore show. Obviously, we're not going to have proper roster splits, but we could also consider sort of using people on more rosters than others, if that makes sense. Once we get a bigger roster, we can potentially think about a roster split, but maybe a draft and that sort of thing. But I think at the moment, we're going to have... What we got at the moment? We've got... I think it's 40-odd men, is it? We've got 39 men and 18 women. So we have 49, 57. 57 people split across 3 shows. Means we can go into pay-per-view with 9 separate feuds. I think it'll be good. So Cruiserweight Classic here again. Think about what you want to do points-wise with this one. Whether we want to add any, change any, that sort of stuff. I think, just going back, we forgot to talk about it, didn't we? But with the women's YouTube Championship match, obviously Bahama Mama has been given the win. She's currently only rated 73 in the rankings, in the overall ratings, of course, because she lost in the very early rounds of the women's tournament. Does she deserve an increase? Also, Mia Mizuki got 3 of the 8 eliminations. Should Mia Mizuki be getting a ratings increase as well? Mystique is still... Mystique has lost 5 matches out of 5 so far. Should she get a downgrade as well, I suppose? There's a lot of things going on here. A lot of things. Yeah, I think you're right. I think El Carnero definitely deserves an upgrade. Where is he at the moment? El Carnero is currently... He's currently in 80, so he's currently joint 3rd highest alongside Christian New York. So Bam Bam Boombox is currently highest in 85. Ben Hamrock is 82. El Carnero and Christian New York are 80. Because obviously El Carnero won the YouTube Championship match, so... Bahama Mama +2. I think that's pretty decent, because that puts her back up to the average level then. And of course, we'll make her defend it against La Mariposa on Throwdown. I mean, if El Carnero goes on to win this, then, God. The guy's been insane so far. I think I've given him... I'm sure I gave him La Parca's moveset because he looked like La Parca. So this is Fatal 4-Wheel Mesh. I don't think it's full scan anywhere, though. That's what I'll have to do. I'll have to create just a group of Carnage matches. Nice takedown. So, I believe Hunapu has Juventud Guerrera's moveset. Dragon Verde, I'm not sure because we downloaded him. El Carnero has got La Parca. And Quicksilver has got Will Ospreay's moveset. I like Quicksilver. He's looked pretty good. The matches he's done so far, he has looked very impressive, Quicksilver. But he's also not won any of them. It's weird in my head, you know, and I might get a bit of hate for this, I don't know, but... Oh no, it's full scan anyway, okay. But people trying to diminish The Undertaker because of the way he's going to vote is just... People are now trying to say The Undertaker wasn't a very good wrestler because he said he's going to vote for Donald Trump. I just don't agree with that, to be honest. I don't... Again, I probably shouldn't say crap like this, to be honest with you, but... It's the same with Chris Benoit. I mean, Chris Benoit was a fantastic wrestler. What he did outside the ring was horrific. But he was still a fantastic wrestler. The two things are not like... They don't have to affect each other. They're two completely separate things. I think that's the same with The Undertaker. I mean, The Undertaker's a character. The Undertaker's a character. Whereas Mark Calloway's a real human being. I don't understand how what Mark Calloway does should affect what The Undertaker is. It doesn't make much sense to me. But that's just my opinion. I just think it's the same with with Batista as well. I mean, Again, I don't think of any different. I don't think of Batista any differently for how he's going to vote as a wrestler, because he is the wrestler, isn't he? Really. El Carnero's been eliminated by Dragon Verde. I mean, the one at the least, well, the one I least wanted to win, to be honest, out of all of them. Okay, how do we think then? Should Dragon Verde get the championship match because he pinned the champion? Or should the winner of this match get the championship match? That is El Carnero's first pinfall loss. But yeah, what do you think? Does Dragon Verde get the championship match, or does the winner of this match get the championship match? Yeah, it's mad for me. I mean, I've always said that about Benoit, because we've used Benoit in videos before, and I always say that obviously what he did was horrific, and you can't defend what he did. But you can't say he was a terrible wrestler because of it. He wasn't a terrible wrestler. He might have been a terrible human being, maybe, but he wasn't a terrible wrestler. Same with The Undertaker. I mean, The Undertaker was a really influential wrestler for a lot of the 90s and the 2000s. The way he votes politically shouldn't affect his ability in the ring, and it makes no sense to me. Yeah, that's the opinion I'm on New Gen at the moment, I must admit. Unless we do, I mean, Dragon Verde pinned him. Unless we do, if somebody pins Dragon Verde, they get added to the match and it becomes a triple threat or something like that, maybe, I don't know. But then we could just end up with the same fatal four-way, fighting for the championship. Yeah, I mean, Dragon Verde is the one who's got the pin, but there you go. Don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. I mean, I knew the people I put in this match, so... You watch Dragon Verde win the match now. Yeah, that's it, Omega. That's completely correct, yeah. And I mean, I've not really delved a ton into the Benoit thing, but there's also the belief that he wasn't a full control of his brain at the time, either was he, really? Yeah, there's a lot of luchas. We're going to add more luchas as well. There's still some cool masks we haven't used yet, so I want to try and use them. I think that's the problem. I think it's that's how I look at it anyway. I mean, people should realise when the election ends up like 51 to 49% or something like that, then it means half the country's voted the other way. And I think you've got to respect what people have opinions on, I suppose, haven't you? Really? Everyone has a different life, don't they? Everyone has different experiences, and everyone deals with things differently, I suppose. Hunapu eliminates Quicksilver. I got there in the end. Hunapu is definitely just like stuck in the mid card at this point in time. Dragon Verde is going to win this, isn't he? Quicksilver now 3 losses from 3 for him, which is weird because he has looked pretty good in nearly every single match Dragon Verde is winning, isn't he? Oh, it's only a 2 count. Yeah. Well, according to the Dark Side of the Ring episode and that sort of stuff, yeah. Benoit went massively downhill when Eddie died. Obviously, his brain was in a pretty rough state as it was, but he really didn't take it very well, did he? But yeah, that's the way I've used Eddie in... not Eddie. I've used Benoit in matches here, and it's like... it's as I always said, I mean... what he did and how he was in the ring are 2 completely different things. See, I don't understand these. It's just because I saw a thing on Twitter earlier when people are saying Here's a list of 500 wrestlers that are better than The Undertaker. All because he's come out supporting Donald Trump. And it's just like, whether you agree with him or not, whether you support Donald Trump or not, it's like, it seems odd to me to completely disregard a wrestler like that just because of his political opinion. It'd be the same sort of thing if people started coming out saying, look at all these people who are much better than Batista. It's like, it's happened again, you know. Look at the top of the ramp. It's this arena. Look at the top of the ramp. The two wrestlers are still there. They can't get out. Too many, Carpet. Too many. I want to say 4 after this. I want to say 4 matches. 2 of them are triple threats, though. Might be 3, actually. We've definitely got Jax versus Harold Winterguard versus... Jax versus Winterguard versus the other guy. Yamazaki Show. And then you've got Patio Door versus Ashley Cruz for the Women's Championship. And then I think you got the main event, so maybe 3 matches left. Okay, so Hunapoo gets the win. So what is the opinion? There's 2 options here. There's 3 options, actually. Quicksilver pinned... Oh, let's do a poll. I like polls. Polls are good. Who faces... No, that's not a poll. Oh, I haven't finished the last poll yet, that's why. Okay. Doing well with these polls tonight. Who faces El Carnero? Oh, well, I forgot about... Yeah, it's 4 matches then. 4 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 matches left. Who faces El Carnero? Oh yeah, it was a poll I did, yeah, so you could vote on what you wanted to happen. The YouTube title on Mayhem. Dragon Verde. Hunapoo. There you go. There you go, Carpet, there's another one. So Dragon Verde pinned El Carnero. Hunapoo won the match. And then pinned Dragon Verde. So does Verde get the match because he pinned him? Does Hunapoo get the match because he won the match? Or do we make it a triple threat? Because Dragon Verde was the one who pinned and eliminated El Carnero. So it could go either way. It depends how you look at it. At the moment, Freeway is winning. Dragon Verde is not popular. So that is the first time, you know, that Dragon Verde has lost a match. Not Dragon Verde. So it's the first time that El Carnero has lost a match. And he was pinned by Dragon Verde, which is obviously why he's up there for the option. So I was saying earlier, Carpet, if you were around, so I know you popped off a little bit, didn't you? We could do this sort of thing for like a Cyber Sunday sort of idea for a pay-per-view. Where you guys can make the decisions on the matches or who faces who based on polls in the YouTube chat. Well, let's start skipping through, because it's 10 o'clock now in the UK, and I still haven't had dinner yet. And we've still got freaking 4 matches left. Been streaming for nearly 4 hours already. I didn't realise how long this pay-per-view was going to take. I've already cooked, that's the problem. Oh yeah, I forgot about upgrades, yeah. El Carnero, it's +2, Hunapu +2, Dragon Vela, yeah, makes sense, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Dragon Verde. Yep. Okay, got it. Hunapu +25. That would put them out to, was it 99s? Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah. So this is standard triple threat then. So the winner of... I did mention this earlier on, you know. I don't know if you want to go with this or not, but... The winner of this triple threat, should they be facing off in a feud against Ben Hamrock for the IC title? Or maybe even going for the World Heavyweight title, I don't know. But this is just what I thought, anyway. Okay. Carnero. El Carnero. Right, so I've got some things written down. So we're going to go with Carnage, we said, didn't we? So let's put that on there as well. So if we're going to go with Carnage, should we start a Hardcore Championship? Yeah, it's a great stream deal, okay. Yeah, #1 contender for the IC title, and that makes sense to me. They can feud with Ben Hamrock. Go on, Nujen, what's your deal? I mean, we have tried to do 15 matches this stream, I suppose that doesn't really help, does it? I say I'm up for promotion very, very soon, so hopefully I'll get a lot more personal time rather than working. I've been doing 40-odd hours overtime a month at the moment, which is an extra 10 hours a week. Which is average. I'm averaging about 2 extra hours a day. Plus my commute is an hour each way as well, so I'm literally leaving home at about 6:30, 7 in the morning and getting home about 7 or 8 in the evening. With this promotion, hopefully, I'll be able to do a lot more stuff. That's the plan. That's the plan. Oh, Steam. Oh, sorry, mate. My brain's messed up. I thought you said stream. I think I might have Civ 6 already, you know. I buy that much crap on Steam that I don't really know what I've got half the time. Got a powerbomb my Winter Guard. Civ. Do I have that? Which one? I'm sure I have a Civ. I know I have a Civ. Chivalry, Cities of Motion, City Skylines 2, City of Gangsters. Where is it? I'm sure I've got Civ. Oh, it's Sid Meier's Civilization. Yeah, I have Sid Meier's Civilization already. I got the special season pass for it as well. I've played 7 hours of it. Has it crashed? Oh, I have got it, haven't I? Oh, maybe because I've got the leader pass edition. Maybe it doesn't show the standard edition. It just shows the. I got the special edition, maybe.